and the Venus flytrap will eat its victims.
I've been working way too hard for this shit. Way too hard for this shit.
And suddenly the cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit. I've been working way too hard for this shit. I've been working way too hard for this shit.
Put the chicken in the basket. Put the chicken in the basket.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. And links are out there. And hey, I'm starting off with a hooded sweatshirt on because I am freezing. And there's that. Paste. And here's the link. So if anybody wants to come up, they can. And there you Skinner Farms is now moderator. I don't know why you weren't to begin with, but I don't know. But thank you all for coming in. I don't really have much to talk about tonight. I can talk about, oh Lord, sorry guys. Ooh. Larks, thank you for coming in. I guess I should start from the top, so I think I'll do that. Moon over Miami. We got Rebel Canners. Thank you, Susan. And I really was not expecting a turnout at all. So thank you for coming in because it is Easter. So thank you. Rebel Canners. Thank you for coming in. Garden State Gardener. I said that. Sarah Boss. Thank you so much for coming in. Gears here. Gear. Larks. Thank you so much. Gardner Josh. And I think that's it. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm kind of an airhead. Hello, Howie. Thank you for coming in. Happy Easter. The link is up there. So if anybody wants to come up and want to talk gardening, let's do it. I appreciate you. Yeah, we love Howie. But yeah. So, okay. I hatched my baby chicks the other day. They came like 3 days early. We weren't expecting that. So I was like sitting in the living room and I heard this peeping noise. And it was the chicks. I'm like, wow, they came 3 days early. We still had the rotator on. So I unplugged the rotator and Don't talk about food, Gear. What? Oh Lord, what's going on? Trying to find something to eat, but nothing sounds good. LOL. Oh Lord. Um, so anyway, oh, we got 14 people in the house. Thank you so much. Make sure you just hit the thumbs up. If you can, share us out, but you know, I know people forget to do that. Um, but I appreciate it. Um, so anyway, the rotator was still on and I was like, "Oh shit." So I unplugged it and I had to leave the baby chicken there for a minute because I didn't want to open the incubator. It could contaminate the rest of the eggs and whatnot. So this afternoon, we have one egg left. So this afternoon I was down in the living room and I kept hearing a peeping noise. And I look and there's still an egg in there. I think the egg is peeping through, the chicken's peeping through the egg. So I don't know if we'll get something out of that or not. Um, it's not moving around and I don't hear it peeping now. So I don't know. Maybe it had a hard time getting out of the egg. I don't know. But anyway, that's what's going on there. So, for those of you that are doing, oh, thank you guys for coming in. No balut. No, no, no on the balut. I would probably, if I had balut, I would probably seriously never eat meat again. If I had it in front of me. Like, that is just a big NO. NO for that. So what else was I gonna say? Oh, so I was out in the garden and like we have so much planned. I have so and for those of you that saw all of my starts and everything like that, I have so many. My marigolds, my zinnias, everything's looking really, really good. I posted a picture. I don't know where I posted it though. I don't know if I posted it here or if I posted on Instagram. Now I can't remember. But my American cranberries are doing really good. I got a couple more videos coming out this week. So everything's doing really, really good for the global gardening homestead community. And so we are working on our giant carrots. So, if no one has made like a beginning video yet, except for Gear that I'm aware of. So do your video because we want to see how you're doing it. Oh no, Sheepies has. So Sheepies and Gear are the only two that's done their giant carrot video. So if you can, make your video. It's a lot of fun. And I'm really, really anxious to see what our giant carrots are going to turn out like. Yeah, it's going to be super cool. I got to find room because I need to plant carrots yet. Need to plant carrots. I need to plant radishes. All that stuff needs to be out. For those of you that don't know, if you plant a root vegetable right now, hey, Shawnee Chab, started flowers in the house for the first time. Usually I just direct sow. Planted potatoes, lettuce, beets, radish over the weekend. Started the tomato seeds indoors. Awesome. That is good. I'm glad. Hopefully, the gardening community has inspired you to do that. That's amazing, and I'm so happy for you. It's amazing. I've got a few more videos coming out for Back to Basics, so we're doing that. That's members only. And then anyway, we're expanding the garden, so I'm gonna have some more videos regarding that. I just have to wait. My husband has to get off work for that. But we're gonna add way more space. And this was already in the making. We already had this in our plans to do so. We just haven't done it yet. So, but yeah, so I have some stuff that I'm going to direct sow, which has really, it's really put less pressure on us to start stuff, which is really good because there for a while, I felt like we were starting everything. We were even starting our squash plants, stuff like that. And it's not really all that necessary because that's kind of stuff you can direct. So, and things like beans, you don't ever need to put in a starting tray. I mean, they will grow in like 3 days. They will be up and ready to go. I know a few years in the past, I've grown those dragon tongue bush beans, and I literally have like a sprout in like a couple of days. So no problems there. Hey, Susie Jacobson, thank you for coming in, and make sure y'all hit the like button. I appreciate it. I'm going to start more. I have a direction for my channel and where I want it to go. So I'm going to just do more videos. I'm going to do more lives. Hopefully I can get more people in here to do lives with because it's fun to talk to people. But for the most part, the direction of my channel is changing a little bit. And I've already had this thought up for a month. I just was not prepared to do it yet, but I've been pushed, so I'm going to do it. So anyway, the direction of my channel is changing a little bit, and it's going to be, good for everybody. What else? Can't think right now. I'm just happy that my plants, oh my God. So I had something I really wanted to talk about, so I'm going to do it. So I went out in the garden today. I got sidetracked, and my peas are up, which is good. So those are up and ready to go. And I went over to my herb bed, which I was really nervous about because we had the Muscovies in there, and I thought for sure that they were going to eat everything. So I was really nervous. So, and I saw them in that bed, so that made me even more nervous. So I go over there to take a look at what all is in there, and I'm like, man, I planted peas are not nasty, Skinner. They're not nasty. They're really good. And actually, the ones that you plant right now, if it snows on top of them and they get really cold, like, oh, they are just sweet. They're very good. Snow peas. Yeah. They're just, oh my gosh. And they're spectacular in things like stir fries and, stuff like that. Just, oh, they're so good. Actually, growing up, I never ate a lot of meat. It was nothing for me to open up like a can of peas and carrots and eat it for dinner. So yeah. But no, they're not nasty. I don't understand how you think they are because they're sweet. They're not, although I have to admit, my great aunt is very, very much into creamed peas. I don't know why, but I tell you what, that is something that should not be creamed. That is not good. Creamed peas are an N-O. Yes, and I loved when they're smashed. I don't know why. Growing up, my dad would be like, smash them so you can get them on your fork. So yeah, but shelling, oh gosh. Shelling peas are it's horrible. It's horrible, but it's so worth it for the end. Yeah, snow peas are so delicious. So delicious. And I'm missing a bunch of people's conversations. Sorry. Oh, wait, maybe I'm not. I need some wire mesh for my carrot bucket. Been dealing with a dang squirrel. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Hopefully, you can get that carrot moving don't give up on the carrot challenge, please. Yeah, don't give up on it. I was able to plant elephant garlic. Oh, cool. Yeah, elephant garlic is not garlic. It's actually a leek, I think. It's not real garlic. And it's a little milder, but yeah, it works the same. And good luck with that. Like, that's so cool. I would love to plant that. Yes, peas are delicious. Oh, shelling peas are like candy treats every day from the garden. I don't grow enough of them to freeze, just fresh eating. I'd have to grow the snow peas for freezing. Yeah. Oh, your dad likes cream peas? Oh, that I could never get past. Mm-mm. No thanks. Um, so anyway, I was out in the garden and I was in my herb bed and I was just like looking over things to see how things are popping up. By the way, my rhubarb is doing really good. And let's see what else is doing really good. My spicy hot oregano is doing really, really good in my one herb bed as well. So I have another herb bed that's set up, and I'm going to plant parsley in the one end of it. I did get some that came back, but it's not enough. It's like literally like this big. It's not very big. So I have lovage that popped up from the year before. If you guys have not planted lovage in your garden, you definitely need to do that because it's great to have. It's great to have in soups and stuff, and it tastes just like celery, but without cutting up the celery. It's just like the leaves and stuff. I haven't planted my carrots this year. However, the ones from last year that I left in the garden for overwintering, they did great. And I kept those in the ground. And I got 6 pounds already for the global gardening community already this year, which is great. I added to that. I'm looking in the herb bed and I'm wondering what the hell happened to my pineapple mint because I planted some last year. By the way, if you guys hadn't noticed, like places like Lowe's and those places, they had like weird varieties of things last year. Things that you wouldn't normally see, like orange mint, pineapple mint. Obviously, they had chocolate mint in some of those areas. And that's just some things that you just don't see out places very much. So I got a little thing of pineapple mint and I put it in my herb bed. And this year I'm like, oh no, I'm like, it didn't survive. My ducks must have eaten it. So I'm looking and I'm thinking it's oregano. I go and I touch it and I smell it. I'm like, that's mint. So then the more I look, I literally have mint all over that bed. And I don't really know what to do right now. I got oregano and I have lemon balm as well in the same area. So I think I'm going to have to pull out some of that pineapple mint when it gets big enough because I don't want to choke out any of my other plants. But it smells so good. It smells delicious. So that's what I got going on there. And then we have a video out. We did a video of the baby chicks. And we put the baby chicks out in the barn. So I have a video of that out right now, I believe. I don't know what I have out, to be quite honest. I've been doing lots of things. So lots of things in different platforms. All right. So thank you guys for coming in. Hey, Moon. If you want to come up, Moon, you can. Here is the link. And there you go. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of slow, too. I'm tired. Well, I got something wrong with me, and I will tell you all here in a second what's going on with myself. But yeah, so the mint's kind of taken over that bed. My other mints and stuff I haven't seen pop up. And of course, like all of my spring stuff has popped up. My hyacinth, my little grape hyacinth, and my irises. I got miniature irises. They're all popping up. So everything looks super cute and ready to go. So a couple of months back, I've had pink eye. And right after I had pink eye, I noticed that this eye was hurting. So I no, it's this eye. Sorry. I was looking at it's this eye. I noticed that my eye was hurting, and it was hurting really bad, and it was super dry, and I was getting headaches. So I went and got Visine for dry eye, and I was using that, and I used it for a couple weeks, and my eyes seemed to get better. Um, and then a week or so ago, I don't know, a month or so ago, I got pink eye again. I think I got it again. Not really sure. The doctor looked at my eye and said, it might be pink eye again, but you're going to be on the antibiotic. That's when I was on my horrible antibiotic for my ear infection. Okay, Moon, no problem. So, I was like, okay, so I probably just have pink eye again. So I used the drops that they given me again because that's what the doctor told me. She was like, it hasn't been that long. Use the drops. I'm like, okay. Use it again. It went away, the symptoms, but I'm still suffering from dry eye and it hurts. Hey, Andel, thank you for coming in, sweetie. By the way, you were so adorable. Your kids' time at that meetup you're just so adorable. I absolutely adore you. So thank you for coming in. I watch everybody's stuff. Sometimes I don't comment, but you're so cute. You're so adorable. So anyway, so I'm still having problems with this eye. And now it hurts, and it hurts into my cheek. I'm getting headaches up above my eye. And I don't know if it's a tension headache, probably because my eye is overcompensating. I wore my contacts yesterday, and I probably shouldn't have did that. I actually bought moistened stuff to put in my eyes because my eyes felt dry. And it's miserable. And I hate wearing glasses, especially during garden season. There's nothing worse than going out in the garden and getting sweaty, and then you have to constantly push up your glasses because your nose is sweaty, and I just hate it. And I hate these particular glasses because they are transition lenses. So they just stay dark the entire time, and if I take them off, I can't see. Hey, Big Matt, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. So anyway, I will never get transition lenses ever again. I used to always get them, but anymore, like I got these, and I can't remember. I think I got them. I got them at an expensive eye store, maybe like 5 years ago. So then I go outside, and then I come back in, and they won't change. So there for like maybe a good 5 minutes, I can't see. It's really dark. And my glasses, they don't change fast enough. So I hate transition lenses. I will never do it again. Anyway, my eye hurts. So tomorrow I'm calling around. I have eye insurance. So I'm calling around, and I'm going to see about getting into a doctor. Hopefully I can get into one that week. Oh, they're a pain in the ass. I can understand, like, you go outside and they change, and like I get that. However, they don't like transition fast enough when you come back inside. I feel like I'm still blind, and I can't take them off because then I really can't see. So hello, Moon. Ooh,
Hey, how's it going?
setting. There we go. Hey, what's up?
Not much, just relaxing, watching videos, catching up.
Yeah, did you have a good Easter? Did you celebrate or no?
Worked, but I mean, I don't have any little kids, so
Yeah,
it's like just another day.
yeah, I understand. I didn't celebrate either. I didn't really do anything. We went to my mother-in-law's house, and my son did a little.
Yeah, I saw the bunny. Yeah.
Yeah, little miniature Easter egg hunt. By the way, that's
he
my
didn't
mother-in-law.
beat up the bunny.
Huh?
He didn't beat up the bunny.
No. No. But hey, Glenn, thank you for coming in. Happy Easter. So that's what's going on with my eye, and I'm praying that it's not a deeper infection of some sort. It's not swollen. My eye is not red. So I'm
Maybe just
wondering,
tired.
yeah, maybe it's just a tired eye, or maybe it could be my tear duct. I have a friend who is a paramedic. I said on Facebook, I said, let's play a game. Let's figure out what's wrong with Courtney's eye.
Mhm.
and she messaged me and she's like, what's going on? And I said, well, I had pink eye and now my eye is acting up. And she's like, I didn't know this, but after you have pink eye, it can damage your tear ducts.
Yeah.
It's temporarily, but it can. So maybe I'm just dealing with that, and maybe I'm having dry eye, and that's what's really hurting. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but it
My
hurts.
grandmother one time had a cat. She had a little kitty with her, and and then it went like that, and it got one of its nails inside her tear duct.
Oh,
So it got infected, and yeah, she ended up having to have it operated because of the infection.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's horrible.
it was crazy the way it happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not a tear or something like that. I've never had anything wrong with my eyes. And so, except
Oh,
for this,
like a retina detachment.
yeah, I
If you
hope
have
so.
that, what'll happen is you won't be able to see.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah,
So
because
that's not that,
my
thank
sister
God.
had that happen to her. Yeah, the retina detachment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she had to have an operation and had to be like laying a certain way for like weeks and months, I think it was.
Oh God.
And it was, yeah. She said you don't feel anything when it happens. You just like, oh shoot, I can't see no more. But then
Yeah.
if they don't take care of it, you can end up being blind forever.
Oh
You
God,
know.
that's
So
horrible.
yeah, she's okay now.
Yeah, I can see and everything out of it. It's just dry and irritated.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah,
get like
thank
that
you.
too on my eyes sometimes. Because especially if it's hot, you got the air conditioning, air blowing on your face.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, yeah, it dries up your eyes.
So I'm hoping that it's just
Don't cry
about
enough.
a dry eye and the doctor can fix it, or I could just take
Maybe
some drops and I'll be okay.
maybe you just need to cut a bunch of onions, so you can start crying.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got a lot of good things coming up for the channel, and I got a lot of good videos coming out here. I'm going to release one tomorrow. I had put out a video, and I didn't want to release these videos back to back, so I'll have another one out. And yeah, so far all of our plants are doing really, really good, and I need to get out there and plant carrots and radishes. Um,
Mm.
I have these really good, I forget what they're called, globe radish or something. And so I'm going to plant those, and they're really, like I said, most root vegetables are really good right now in the spring because they're getting cold. So I just go have corrective eye surgery done. I don't know how to spell it. Oh, you had corrective eye surgery?
Oh, probably the LASIK.
Oh, the LASIK? I'm scared of it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've heard stories, where the guy, how they always say, "Oh, what does the clock say on the wall?" And they said that to one guy, and he's like, "I can't even see the clock on the wall."
Yeah. Oh,
So
suggesting it for me. Oh,
yeah,
a few years ago, God,
yeah,
about 15 years ago, when I worked at Jared, I had the best eye vision, whatever. I
yeah.
had it there. It was the best I've ever had in my life. They would have paid for my surgery, and I should have got it done, but I never did
Mm,
because I was young and stupid.
mm.
So, but I should
Yeah, I
have
think
got
my
it done.
brother had had that operation, and yeah, he doesn't have to wear glasses anymore.
Yeah. But it just scares me. This is weird. Okay, so a guy I used to work with, he he wasn't a boss of my department, but he was like
Yeah.
the leader of my department.
Yeah.
He had cataracts.
Yeah.
And he was a really bad diabetic, but he had cataracts and he was getting LASIK surgery done on his cataracts on his one eye. So he goes to a place that's not too far from me. Actually close to where Sarah Boss is, I think.
Yeah.
Out that way. So anyway, he goes there, he gets the surgery, and he went blind in
Well,
his eye.
he
He could not see.
the thing is he was diabetic, so that's not a good thing either.
Mm-hmm. And
Usually
he went
don't want.
blind for months. He couldn't come to work. He
Yeah.
went blind for months, and they actually screwed up the surgery. There was
Yeah.
multiple things that they didn't like. They screwed it up somehow.
Yeah.
So I don't know if his eye is still messed up from it, but he was going to go through a lawsuit with the company and everything because it
Yeah.
was bad for months. He couldn't do anything. He's like, I was so depressed. He's like, I couldn't watch TV. He's like, all I could do was sit in the house. I couldn't drive. Like, it was bad. I felt bad for him.
Yeah. I mean, that happened to that guy that I was talking about. You know, he got like double vision and stuff like that, but it went away. But he said no, nah, and that was only after one eye, because they usually just do one eye and then they see how
Yeah.
it goes, and they do the other, and
So
that
I
way you
guess
could
you
at
just
least
have
have
to
one good.
you just have to really research your places that you're going
Yeah.
and research your doctors. Hey, P2E, thanks for coming in. And just research your doctors too, and make sure you know that those doctors are good
Yeah.
at their field.
Yeah, but even that, my brother, when he had his done, they did one that was fine, and I guess he was doing the other one, and then he kind of moved, and they kind of like nicked his eye, but it's okay. But still, you know, you have to be very still for that. You can't move,
Yeah.
you know, because they numb your eye, but they don't numb you. So, you know, you can't sneeze. You can't like. It's like, hey, I gotta sneeze.
Yeah. See, it's too scary. Too scary.
Yeah.
But I hope there's nothing wrong with my eye, that maybe it just needs some more drops of some sort, or if there is an infection. But I am not showing signs of an infection. I don't have a fever. It just hurts, you know, around in here, and it actually hurts. So I'm thinking that maybe it's my tear duct.
Yeah.
So
Or unless something else is in that area.
yeah,
You know.
or something else going on. Yep. And I don't know what that is. In my left eye, went to the hospital. It wasn't for the doctor there. I thought I was kidding them. Oh, the doctor I had to go to Cuyahoga Falls to have my surgery done. Oh, okay. Yeah, the place I'm talking about, Sarah Boss, it's I don't think it's anywhere near you, to be quite honest. It's the Talmadge Nova Vision Center. They were supposed to be like the best. It's the Nova Clinic of eyes. And,
I mean, I would want to go see anybody that does like athletes.
mhm.
You know, somebody that does, you know, baseball players, football players. You know them. You know, they're pretty. But then again, it you know, all it takes is one little mistake.
King Poobah doesn't dip their Skinner. But yeah, no. I don't know what's wrong. I've just been lubricating my eye. I've been taking Advil because this is giving me a headache. Like,
Yeah.
it's giving me a headache. Oh, in
Well,
Philadelphia.
maybe they need to do X-rays.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But I'm going to an eye doctor, so maybe they will see something in there and fix it.
Yeah. Because I mean, if it's like down here, if the pain's down here, then it's not in the eye. Because if it's in the eye, you're gonna feel it in your eye.
See, it is in my eye. It is actually It hurts right in here and around my eye. It's in my eye, definitely.
Yeah.
But the pain is around it too.
Because you got to remember, people forget that everything is connected. Your ears, your eyes, your nose, your
Mhm.
throat. So any infection in any of that area is going to affect everything else.
Yeah.
Because you know how when you get all stuffy, your ears start popping. And your eyes. You blow some. Like those people that squirt milk out of their their ear. I mean their
Yes.
eye.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully I'll figure it out. It's kind of making me angry at this point because I can't wear my contacts. So
Well, I mean, I tried contacts at once, but that was it. I was like, yeah.
yeah.
It was before they really improved. I mean, this was like in the 80s.
Yeah. Well,
It was,
they're completely different now.
yeah, you gotta. I mean, my sister, she wears contacts. She puts them in, and so after so many days, then disposes them. But even that, anything can get in the eye and infect it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm usually pretty good at keeping everything clean and washing my hands before I touch my eyes and stuff like that. So that's why
Yeah.
this is really
But the
pissing me
thing
off.
is when you're outside, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if you go into the garden and stuff.
Hold on a second. Skinner, I'm going to set you up with something real quick. Give me a second, Skinner. I, on my page, have a link that you can go to for a membership if you are on your phone. And let me get to it real quick. I need that. It's a link to go to because I've had people in the past be like, hey, I can't join. I'm on my phone. And then I found this link and it goes directly to that. I've had a lot of people have issues this month or last month with their debit card. Their debit card was stolen or something's going on. So I don't want it. I don't want that. Maybe I do. Yes, I do. I want that. Here's the link. It's coming up. It's just my computer's slow. Viewers, share your membership. Invite viewers to join your channel. Copy. This, I think, is the link. So that link should help you if you're on your phone and you want to be a member, but you can't do it because it doesn't prompt you. When you're on your phone, hey, there he goes. 5 months you've been a member. That's awesome.
Or maybe they can click on that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they can do it on their phone.
I know you. If you click on it, it'll say if you want to buy a membership or.
Yeah. Oh, they put you under Twilight P2E. That's good to know. Huh.
No Bob today, huh?
I don't know where he is. I sent him the link and everything. But, it's Easter. I didn't really expect a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I was a member for almost 2 years. New debit card, and now I'm not.
Unless, well, he goes to the Philippines, so maybe they're crucifying him.
I don't know.
Everybody's all, seeing all those people, they do the actual nailing of themselves.
Oh,
have you seen those?
Yeah, I've actually have. It's kind of creepy.
It's like, okay, you don't have to, take it that far.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, I'm not really.
It's like, I don't think God's gonna if you don't use real nails, you
Yeah. There's a
just
lot of people like that. I specifically, there's a sect of Catholics that are like that, the Opus Dei, and
yeah,
they they believe in suffering as much as Christ has, and so therefore they will act out in those ways.
yeah. You want to suffer? Okay, come here.
Yeah.
I want to take out my frustrations out on you.
I'm good.
I know. It's like,
I don't think I need to do that.
yeah,
Be okay.
yeah. It's like, people like, oh, for
Oh, the
Lent or
late
something,
work.
you have to do something. Well, it's basically you can just take anything. Just say, hey, I'm gonna stop doing this for Lent.
Mhm. I'm glad it worked, Skinner, because I was worried. Like, I'm glad that is a direct line to join on a cell phone.
Hmm.
Because if you're on your phone, it doesn't say join anywhere, so you can just hit the button and join.
Well, you know why it could be, because you can set that up on your in your stream in your analytics,
Mm-hmm.
so it'll come up
Oh,
in all
okay.
your videos. In all your videos, when you go like for your ad for your like
Hey, Huga.
to set up your ads and stuff like that
Oh, okay.
and for memberships, you go under memberships because I know I did it, and I think on mine it comes up even on shorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
have to start doing
it'll
that.
even
I
come
didn't know.
up. It'll even come up on your shorts, and it'll say there, if to join, but
Yeah.
you have to set it up.
Okay. Well, then I definitely will do that so I can get more members.
Yeah,
That's
because I know
cool.
I did that, but
Hey,
I
Steve.
don't push. I don't push the memberships. I was like, it's like I go because I'm going to be going on Social Security this year. I'm like, if anything I make over, they're going to take away. So you know,
Yeah.
it's like, nah, I'm not really into. I know people have donated money and I got like 10 members only, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys, but it's not necessary. You know,
Yeah. I
maybe
just use it
in
for the
5 years, maybe.
farm and for the channel because I don't work. So I
Yeah,
like to give back. So if
yeah,
I get
yeah,
enough money, then I give back usually.
yeah. So usually what I do for my members, I just keep, their, keep saying, about their channel, and every live stream I do, promote their channel,
Yeah.
So
Well, you do good at doing that. And so,
yeah, I mean, it's 99 cents. I mean, you only make 75 cents on it.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. My membership's only 99 cents too. And then
yeah,
I have one other tier, but
yeah.
most of
I
them
didn't set
is
up any
99
more
cents.
tiers. I'm like, and then when you first start, they want you to start like 4. So I'm like, nah.
No. And
It's
I
like,
don't understand the channels that offer like $100.
oh, there's some, that's nothing.
I
I've
just,
seen some higher than that.
yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't,
what the heck? Why would you, it's like, are you selling something that you shouldn't be?
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
I mean,
are you doing the members only?
I know,
What are you doing to
I
that
mean,
members only?
I mean, I can understand, like, say, hey, after they've been a member for so long, you give them a hoodie or, a mug,
Uh-huh.
a bunch of stuff, to your members. But I mean, it's like, I can't see myself, even charging even more than $5 is like,
Yeah.
because then you're gonna have to have something to give,
Yeah. I just do videos and pictures and stuff like
Yeah,
that. I do know people that give away seeds like every month. They have like a seed
yeah,
month
yeah,
club or something. I don't want to get into all that because then you get into shipping and all that
yeah,
stuff is so expensive. And then if you have like 100 members, you're shipping something out You're 100 times every month. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, unless you do like Gil did with those Amazon cards, just email them to them.
Yeah, that is so
Then
easy. Yeah.
that's yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's so easy. But usually I like to give away stuff and
Yeah.
um
But then
I
you got
do
to
have, like,
watch
a
it
web.
too, because then there's scammers out there that, oh, it's me, and unless you really know the person that
Yeah.
won, and like they're like, yeah, that's me. I won this on your show, you
Yeah.
know, because I've heard people that I think it was who was it, Nora, the stock explorer. She got some people. I think she was talking about that some people got scammed. They,
Yeah,
like they
that's
said,
not
oh,
good.
yeah, they're always out there.
Yeah. Scammers and liars, they're all out.
Oh yeah.
It's horrible.
I was watching the show with the creators of StreamYard, because they have every Sunday they have a live stream, and they answer questions that anybody has about StreamYard. They tell you about new stuff coming out and stuff like that. So they were getting. He only had like one moderator because their usual moderators weren't available because Easter Sunday. So they were getting bombarded by all the spam, and they're like, oh my god, what the heck, I couldn't see it because I was doing the replay, but again they're like, Jesus, all this crap that they were kept getting them. And he's like, oh, let me see, I can't even find the questions in here because there's so much garbage in here.
Yeah. YouTube should come up with their own StreamYard. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they got that
Yeah.
one, the let's get together, but you can only do a
But
one
you
other
can only
person.
do 2. Yeah.
Yeah, two of you, and then you have, the good thing is you can't put the thing in the chat. You have to send to somebody through either email, Instagram. That's the only
Yeah.
way they're gonna be able to get on.
Well, honestly, it's not good to put it in the chat. I've been hacked through that link line. And
Mhm.
it's not great. It's not a good, but it's so easy for somebody just to come up then. So
Yeah,
that's why I
it's
do
just
it.
you just don't want to let them up unless you see something.
Yep.
It's like wave, poke your nose, poke your ear, poke your eye.
Right.
Because now they're even doing recordings of people.
Oh, that's
You know,
nice.
like they could record, like say Bob, and and you'll think, oh, it's Bob, because there was a loop that they recorded, and then all of a sudden you let them up, and all of a sudden, boom, it's not Bob.
Yeah, that is so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had somebody come up on my try to come up on my panel, but they wouldn't show their face.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't let
And
them up.
so I didn't let them up, but they still hacked their way in that way. And they were showing just a picture on the wall. And it was like a creepy picture with an angel or something on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the hell is up with this person? What is this, like, freaking I felt like I was in Angels and Demons or something, or like the Da Vinci.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy needs to go. I couldn't remove him. It wouldn't allow me to. So I had to end my stream. Hey, our cabin in the woods. Thanks for coming in. Did you know the flea market opened up close to us? Are you talking about Hartville flea market? I didn't know it opened this early. That's cool. I can't wait because I'm gonna, as soon as I get my tomatoes, I'm gonna sell them. I'm actually gonna sell them at the Talmadge Farmers Market, I think.
I saw Gil, his new tomato plant. He says, I'm gonna have to remove that one in his newest video, because
Aw.
he found out the tomatoes are like the size of peas or smaller,
Aw.
because they're called, I guess, spoonful tomatoes or something like
Yeah, they're champagne tomatoes, so
that.
they're
Yeah,
real
he
small.
didn't think they were that small. And he's like, oh my god. I mean, it's like probably
Yeah.
gonna have 10 tomatoes in a spoon. He's like, look at these things. There's no good. So he says he's gonna pull them.
What do you mean AI will be controlling everything soon? Is that a
Oh,
conspiracy thing, or is that just you
they're
mean?
already they're already, you know, I mean, come on. Everywhere you go,
Yeah.
you're not talking to a
I
real person. It's
did you
always
hear? Did you hear about Walmart? What they were doing to people? They're actually in a big lawsuit right now. They are. I'm sorry. I think I got to sneeze. Sorry.
yeah.
No, I might sneeze. Okay, we're good.
Bless
So, no, Walmart, when you go through the self checkout, their computer system takes a picture of your face.
Oh yeah, yeah, I knew that.
So,
That's
if
been
you ever steal anything from them, or say, for instance, you're not even stealing, say, for instance, you've just like sometimes people are airheads sometimes. You
well,
forget to
the reason
if
they
you're
do it
doing
is
self
because when you use your
checkout,
credit card, you know how
yeah.
like at the bank, you know how the
Mm-hmm.
bank does the same thing. When you go to a ATM, it has a
Hey,
camera
CR.
and it takes a picture of you when you're withdrawing, so that way you can't say it wasn't me,
Right.
or if
But
it
they're
wasn't you.
actually doing it. Like, I don't know if this is like, I think it's true, but they're actually doing it. They're like, say, for instance, okay, you didn't pay for this pear this week. You didn't pay for that banana this week. You didn't pay
Yeah,
for that bag of lettuce this week. They add all that up. And if it adds up to, I know in our state, like anything over
yeah,
$500 is a felony. So,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
if it adds up, they will come and arrest you. They have your picture and your address right through that machine.
yeah. Because people do that. They scan.
Hey,
I
Southern
mean,
Grump.
they've gotten people scanning like little items. I mean, even employees. They've gotten employees that were scanning for their family members. You
Yeah.
know, very small amounts, and they were taking big amounts of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I doubt it if the lawsuit is going to go anywhere because they're going to say, well, it's because when people use their, and especially a bunch of those, you use credit
Social
cards.
media.
You know,
Yeah.
so they're going to say if you're using a credit card, we need a identification. You know, like when you use a credit card, they go, oh yeah, can I see your ID? So basically, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So
I think that's so creepy. Like, I don't want, but you know what? You go into their establishment,
well,
but it's so creepy.
in Canada, because I know a bunch of people are from Canada that have been saying this. There's places like malls. They basically they check your face when you walk in with a camera, and if you're wanted and stuff, they you'll get arrested, you know, or they
Wow.
won't allow you in, you know. So we're already at that point, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, if you have nothing to hide, then don't worry about it.
Here's the link if anybody wants to come up. Lewis, if you want to
Yeah,
come up, I don't know how your cell phone will work on Melon, but
yeah,
come on up. I think it's an invasion of privacy, but I kind of understand being a former. Yeah, yeah. No, I get it
yeah.
too, but it is kind of like,
I mean, what do you
I
think?
don't.
What do you think when you know? If you think that's an invasion of privacy, okay, when you use any app on your phone, you're giving consent to your privacy that they
Right.
can use all, you know. So you read the thing, and then they say, well, you don't want us to do that. Then guess what? You can't use our app.
Okay, you are making me laugh. She says she dances for the cameras, or should lean into the camera and check your
Yeah,
teeth and pick your nose.
go.
Take a picture of that, Walmart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's where it's getting. I mean, look at what do you do with your phone? What is it? How do you open your phone?
Yeah.
A newer
In your
phone.
face.
Ah, I mean, come on. They're gonna say, look, you're already doing it,
Right. Right.
you know. And then what else? Oh, we need your thumbprint.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's so funny. It's so funny because this was years back. This was, I think it was probably either '90s when they first started, you know, with computers and stuff like that, really big. There was a commercial. I remember that in order for you to get in, you know, into the laptop, you know how it had a protection. They wanted your DNA. So this guy, you know, would pull a hair, and then he would deposit in a little slot, and the computer would, hello.
Hey,
and then
Marshmallow
the
Man.
computer would open up. It would log you in. Well, the commercial, it keeps showing the guy, and pretty soon he's bald because he's so many DNA samples, for the to start up the computer.
Horrible.
But yeah, it was one of those. I forget what, I think it might have been Apple that put a compute. It was one of those like Super Bowl commercials, kind of like. I think it was one of those. They're like, yes, the new security system by Apple.
Yeah.
You gotta have the DNA sample, and they're like, the guy kept,
Yeah. I just don't know how I feel about all that,
Hey,
It makes me feel uneasy. I get why the stores do that, but it just makes me
Yeah.
feel so uneasy.
I mean, what do you what?
Tripping.
Okay, I mean, look at everybody. What I don't do it, but a lot of people get their groceries delivered.
Yeah.
You're already doing it on your phone.
Yep.
I saw an Instagram video. It was funny. This guy goes, "Oh, haven't you heard about Walmart? Right now, they're giving away free $500 worth of groceries if you can outrun their security guard." So if you run out the store and you can outrun the security guard, it's free.
Yep. Southern Grown. I thank you so much, Southern Sewn and Grown. I not seen you in the chat before, so thank you so much for coming in. I feel that
Welcome,
way
welcome.
to when I deliver your stuff. They take pics of your house also. Yes, and actually, when I do DoorDash, I do that, but I don't take a picture of the house. I just take pictures of the address, like if it's close, or I take a picture of the bag.
Well, that's even worse. You're giving them the address.
Yeah, but I take a picture of that so they know that DoorDash knows that I dropped it off at their doorstep. So
Yeah, or they deliver it to the wrong house. It was west, not east.
yeah. Yeah, some people take a picture of the whole house. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I would like that.
I mean,
Oh, her name is Wendy. Thanks for coming in, Wendy.
I mean, you do know you can if you have the address, all you gotta do is Google Earth, and it'll show you a picture of the whole house.
Yeah, that's true.
So people think like, we're already under a microscope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been that way for years. You just never noticed it. Now you're noticing it. We just like Amber Alerts, kids being kidnapped. It used to be on a milk carton only.
Yeah.
Have you seen this child? Hey, that's me. I thought I was adopted.
You can block out your house now on Google Earth. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Oh, well, you mean the address or
your house picture, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, she should try it.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's your address? What was the number? I just need the number. I don't need to know what it looks like because Google Earth will tell me.
So today was Easter. Does anybody have anything in side chat that they would like to reflect on or like to tell us about or anything like that? Feel free to do so. I'll read it out loud if you want.
Would you like to confess your sins to me? I will.
No. Oh, Wickashire. Thanks for coming in.
Let me go get a caller. So. Bless you, child.
You go on there
some
and
Hail Marys and Our
marker
Fathers.
on there and scribble out what you don't want seen. I was a warm East. It was a warm Easter. Sorry, I can't read apparently.
Yeah, it was hot here. Yeah. All of a sudden it got in the 90s.
Oh,
So,
wow. It wasn't that hot here, but it was warm.
yeah,
It was nice.
I mean, I got off of work on what was it? Yesterday, Saturday. It was like it said it was a 91 or 92, but then
Mm.
once I started moving, it was 87. But it's getting there.
Yeah, it was
Plus,
really, really nice today.
here,
It was beautiful. I'm sorry, Louis. Go ahead.
it was plus 16 and sunny here today.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's Celsius, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Hey, Siri, what is 16 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Probably like
16
60.
degrees Celsius is 60.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
I figured like
So, yeah.
60 something.
Thank you. Thank you, CR. See, I'm not used to that Celsius stuff.
Yeah. When it's in their 40 Celsius, it's like about my summers.
Oh,
Yeah, I got, I don't know what kind of, it's like a Saskatoon shrub or something, and it's starting to bloom and bud out, and my elderberries are just starting to do that.
yeah.
So spring is in the air here.
Night Scanner. Yeah. I'm just excited for spring. I'm excited for everything. Today I'm super excited. I did a short and I gained like 5 subscribers from my short. So things
That's
are
what
going
your-
good. Things are going
That's
really
what your
good.
shorts are for.
Yep. Yeah, it's good to see you, Wickashaya. Thanks for coming in, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel and everything
Yeah.
else.
I did a chicken video the other day. I was gonna say who let the chickens out, but I didn't want to get a copyright.
Oh, you could totally have done that. And you probably, if you would have done a short, they probably had that song in the short somewhere that you could have used. And it would have been funny. So you could still do it. Vidra. What's up, Vidra? What's going on? Yeah, I want to get them in too. I'm so excited. I can't put them in yet. Not till after May 8th. Even after May 8th, I'm still risking a frost of some sort, but it's very slim. But it could get cold. But
Here in May, it will not get cold. It will be in the hundreds by then.
Yeah.
Mother's Day
Hey,
is
Star.
always.
Thanks for coming in. Thank you guys for being members too. I really appreciate it. And I
Hey, Star.
hope you enjoy the membership videos that are out there too. So I should have more coming up. I did 3 videos already. I can't do any more yet. So
Can chickens lay more than 1 egg a day?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know how Rebel Canners can do it. She told me she had 50 videos.
I usually just have like 2 weeks worth of scheduled.
Yeah, she has like 50 of them just ready. Just like, okay, girl, you do it. You do your thing. Not me.
Yeah. Well, so you can take a break then.
Yeah. Oh, you saw the chicks hatch? Yeah. They're doing really good. They're a barnyard mix, but you could totally tell the ones that were mixed with Lavender Orpington, and they're so adorable. They're really fluffy. They're so cute.
The gray ones.
Yeah, those are my favorite. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys for coming in. Thank you so much. I really was not expecting this kind of turnout for Easter. So I was expecting like 9 people.
We're all old. We don't have kids anymore.
Yeah, my son spent the night at his grandmother's last night and did Easter stuff today.
It's like, don't you want to stay with grandma? She loves you. A week you want to stay? Okay.
No, I would miss my little baby too much.
Hey, Star.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I hope you stick around and come to the lives because I have live Wednesdays at 7, Thursdays at 10 a.m., and then the Blue Ribbon Canning Show at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Fridays. And then, of course, I do Sunday nights at 11. So, oh, well, I'm glad it's exciting for you. I try to make my streams exciting. I do listen to other people's streams. And yeah, I hope that mine is exciting for you all. I grew some marshmallow plant. I grew some last year, but I only got one flower on it. You can use, I believe the entire plant is edible. You can use the flowers and dry it, and then you can use it in tea. But you use the flowers. It's really, really good for your stomach. Like really good for your stomach.
Do they grow in little plastic bags, the marshmallow plants?
Yeah, no. But you know what's funny is that they used to make marshmallow from the marshmallow plant. They don't anymore. But that used to be the thing. It hasn't flowered yet. Okay, so it's just like any other herb. You take the flower off. It'll grow back throughout the summer. But you take the flower off, you just collect them, and then you can make teas and stuff like that. Dry them, you make teas. And I actually bought some marshmallow root syrup. So I don't know what it was, but it was syrupy. I got it and I started putting it in my teas and stuff. It's actually really strong. It really helps your stomach. It helps with bloating. It helps with all that kind of stuff. So it's really good for you. Our herbs we planted last week just started popping up. Well, that's cool. I'm so excited. I have a whole tray of basil. I need it bad because I'm starting to run out of oreganos and all that stuff because I use it so much. Use it in all my spaghetti sauces and all that. So, borage you can use. See, I think borage is such a waste, but they say it is so good for you. But the flower on it is literally like this big. You can take that flower, you can eat it raw. People say it tastes like cucumber, and it does. It's like refreshing. Or you can take that flower and dry them. You can put them in teas. A lot of people use them as a decorative flower, like on their cupcakes or something like that. But I honestly think it's a waste. The only thing I like borage for is it draws in the bees big time. It works as a kind of like an aphrodisiac for the bees. And like once they get on it or whatever, they get like high from it. It's the bees love
what is it, like the catnip?
Yeah, pretty much like catnip for bees. Yep. It's great. Like if you have like something like pumpkins or cucumbers, something that needs to be pollinated, that's a male flower or a female flower. Pumpkins are really like hard because seriously, if you think about it, pumpkins their flower is only open and only can be pollinated like one time during the day. So it's really a miracle that they can be pollinated, right? So if you put like borage near your pumpkin patch or something like that, you draw in the bees. Or
unless they're doing it, manually, because a
lot of people do it manually because they don't have the bees.
Yeah, because I know somebody that worked in the dates, the palm trees.
Mm-hmm.
and they used to pollinate them themselves. You know, they would with these little like puffy things. They would get it from the male and then go to the female, and they would that way they would make dates.
Yeah. Chives. I don't let if they're in your bed, if they're in a flower bed, I don't let them flower as much. When they deflower, I cut their flowers off. You can use those flowers and you can eat them. I use them as like a pesticide. So I'll put them in a gallon jug with some water, and I'll let them like sit there a while, and then I'll put it in a sprayer, and then I'll spray that on my cucumbers. It keeps the beetles down and stuff like that. And you can eat the flowers, but be very careful because chives are one of those things that will spread like wildfire. And if you let those flowers go to seed, you will have chives everywhere. Yeah. Cinnamon basil I've never had, but it smells really good. I've smelled it before, and yeah, that's really cool. I've just never had it. I'm sorry if I missed anything else, guys. The chat was actually moving. On the deck, I am trying to keep the carpenter bees at bay. Oh, good luck with that. I didn't know this, but carpenter bees actually pollinate. Somebody told me that. To be quite honest, I had a giant electric fly swatter, and I was just whacking the shit out of them because what's going on is I'm out in the garden and I'm trying to get stuff planted, and they're dive bombing my head. And I have a pink electric fly swatter, and I just go whack because they're so big. They're easy targets for the electric fly swatter. I don't advocate killing bees. I love bees, but those bees are obnoxious. And everybody's like, oh, they don't sting. I don't believe that.
Which ones?
The carpenter bees.
I think if it's the ones that I think there are, I don't think they have a stinger.
Okay. So they just have obnoxious.
Yeah, because I know what was it? I saw a video of they were talking about some bees that they're real big. They're honeybees.
Yeah.
But they have no stingers. And usually when the wasp comes and invades their hide, they basically smother it. They just a bunch of them just go on top of them and suffocate it and kill it that way because they don't have stingers.
Interesting. So maybe I shouldn't kill them, but
yeah.
they just drive me nuts.
Basically, it's like a fly, probably. Bob,
you have all your chickens in the basket.
Oh my God, that guy kills me, man. That just I watched that like 3 times, man. that was funny, man. Yeah. If you guys are not subbed to Thorhaven Farms, he put out a great video today about a scene from Silence of the Lambs where he's got a basket lowering it down in front of his hens laying eggs, and put the eggs in the basket.
I think I've seen something. I think I've seen something like that.
Oh Lord, that really made my day. That really did.
Oh no, it wasn't that. It was a video of South Park.
Okay.
He's all.
So all you
put the lotion in the basket. Put the lotion in the basket. He said.
Yeah.
So all you gardeners out there, I actually have a question, and I read this somewhere, but I don't know if it will work. It's to pollinate your cucumbers. Somebody said to get some sugar water and spray it on your blossoms of your cucumbers to get the bees to pollinate it. Now, would that create ants?
Probably.
Well,
that's what I worry about.
Are some ants able to pollinate? Are they able to?
Some of them are. Some of them can. And like specifically like the peony flower, it thrives on ants because when the ants come up and they actually get in the flower and they'll actually spread it open. So if you guys have peony flowers, don't plant them near your house because ants are attracted to them. However, I was just worried about spraying sugar water on my cucumbers because I don't want to create an ant mess in my garden.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, peonies get covered in ants because that's how the peonies actually get pollinated and pop open. But yeah, so, and if you guys pick a peony, make sure you shake it out really good before you put it in your house.
Well, even lettuce, it's got all kinds of stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just didn't know if I should do that with my cucumbers this year. I already saw some ants out there in my beds. So
yeah, they are coming out of dormancy. I had to go. We have those little tiny black sugar ants in our house that come in once in a while. Our front windows. I was vacuuming and I noticed that they were on the window sills around my house plants, and I vacuumed up a bunch of them. And then I put a layer of caulking between the windows and the window shelves. We've got wooden window shelves.
Yeah,
so they're awake. They're awake now.
Yeah, because even those black ants can even go in through your plumbing.
Everything. Yeah.
Because I know I used to live when I was in the San Diego area.
Mm-hmm.
I lived. And this apartment complex had 7, I think it was 5 or 6 floors. I was at the top floor, and I don't leave any food or anything out. And they were coming in through the bathroom sink and tub.
Mm-hmm. I've been there, done that.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So I had to spray.
Gear, I'm on my second round. I haven't planted my cucumber. I'm going to start my cucumbers in the basement, but it wasn't time for it yet. So, and I didn't want to start them too early because then you have a vine from your start thing this long and it's a pain in the butt. But yeah, if you guys can start your cukes and stuff here pretty soon. Your spider plant, if that's an air plant, I suck at those. I kill air plants. I don't know how I do it, but I do. And I've had air plants before in the past. And somebody, I forget who it was a woman, I think, that I bought them from. She said that she soaked them in the sink once a week. And that's what I did. But they still died. So I'm the only person that can kill an air plant. So don't ask me about spider plants or air plants because I kill them every time.
That's what I've been doing with my house plants recently. As once a week, put them in the sink, get them thoroughly soaked, and it helps them. They seem to really like it because the extra will just run right out. The extra water, I should say.
We have 3 different types of ants out. Yeah, I just noticed that I have ants in my oregano bed, my spicy hot oregano bed in the corner. And yeah, typically I don't mind a little bit of ants, but sometimes they will kill your plants. So you just have to be careful because what they do is they farm aphids. So they will, I don't know really exactly how it works, but they keep the aphids on the plants so they can eat them, and you don't want the aphids there, and it's horrible.
I saw something about that. It said where the ants protect the aphids, and the aphids will suck out of your plants, and they produce a sweet juice, and the ants eat the sweet juice from the aphids. So
ants are kind of smart.
They are.
They kind of know what they're doing, right?
If you want to know about ants, just look up Ants Canada. He's
Ants
from
Canada.
He used to be in Canada, but now he's in I think he's in Thailand now. But he has collections of different kinds of ants, and he in his house. So he has weaver ants. He has all kinds of different kind of ants. The ones that get a plant and the tree, and they get the leaves together and they glue them together, and they build a nest in the plant in the trees.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I've heard of that. Mhm.
I think they're called. I don't think those are weaver ants. I think or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, and then you got the leaf cutters.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of different kind of ants. And then the fire ants, of course.
So Vidra, I hope that helped, but not really. Like I said, I'm the only person that knows how to kill an air plant.
I've heard it's a good practice to put air plants in your bathroom nearby your shower because
Yeah.
they tend to really love the moisture.
Yeah, they love that steam or like above your kitchen sink.
Yeah.
I had a
Like a fern, probably.
Christmas cactus.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it thrived. I had it on the window above it was in my old house. I had it on the window above my kitchen sink. So when I was washing dishes, all that steam would come up on it.
Mm.
And that Christmas cactus thrived. It loved it. And as soon as I moved here and got a different window and it wasn't getting that steam, it died.
Oh, there it is. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll work. The lemon cucumber never grew them. Okay, I grew lemon cucumbers last year. Some people might really, really love them and really like them. I just thought they were a waste of time because I love a cucumber. That's like my favorite vegetable. And the lemon ones were literally only this big. So you
The
just
size
had
of a
to,
lemon?
huh?
The size of a lemon?
Yeah, they're just real small, and I just didn't think it was worth it. So
Makes sense.
yeah,
I think it's people just like them because of the taste, probably.
but I mean, if you like it because of the taste, or if you just want to grow it, grow it. But I just thought it was a waste of time, and I was getting tons of them, and because they were so small, I couldn't go out there fast enough. And they would split open and everything else because they were just getting waterlogged and huge.
Oh.
'Cause anybody that grows cucumbers, if you let them go for too long, they start like forming a big bulb at the bottom because of all the water they collect. So they'll get really big and weird looking.
Let's see.
I don't like mosquitoes. And yeah, lemon cucumbers got to be sliced thin for the best taste. I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah, fish water is really good. I forget who uses it. I think it's Lake Fairy. Lake Fairy uses her fish water. She has a bunch of fish tanks. She uses hers to water all of her houseplants and stuff. I guess it really works good.
Yeah, because it has all them nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the fish, the fertilizing. I forget somebody had that at some house.
Yeah, it's called aquaponics or
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He had a system where it would just recycle it. It would recycle for his garden and for his fish. You know, I think he had like the koi fish and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can try it and see. Really, guys, growing stuff is just a giant experiment. If you like science, growing stuff, that's all it is. It's just like a giant experiment. And like throughout the years, if you just are just starting your garden, throughout the years, you'll figure out what you like the most. And then you'll just plant it all the time because that's what you like and that's what you get out of your garden every year. So I've kind of stopped planting random things because I found out what I like.
Have you ever planted Swiss chard?
Yes.
Is it easy?
Yes. Very easy.
That's
I planted
one of the
hot
things.
pink. It was hot pink Swiss chard.
Okay. That's one of the things.
It's really cool.
Mrs. picked out some seeds for those. That's what she wants for the kitchen.
Oh yeah,
you know?
It's real easy, and the seeds are like big, and yeah, it's real easy.
They're even cold hardy too.
Yeah.
All right.
They're very cold hardy. A lot of people will like plant them and leave them in the garden for the winter because you can, like, as long as it doesn't frost too hard, they'll stay forever. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
I have Swiss chard in the garden now. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I planted the hot pink and it looked so cool. It was like the coolest neon pink Swiss chard ever.
Neat.
I planted it because and my gardener said he's allergic to celery. So he uses the Swiss chard like celery and he puts the stems and stuff. He puts like peanut butter and stuff in the stems instead of celery because he's allergic to celery. So I wanted to try it to see if it tastes different. You know, it's not that great. It's not that great.
Can you hear the frogs on my cameras?
Yeah, I can hear them.
Yeah, they're outside just going crazy, man. Well, it's warm, it's raining. I love those little guys.
It was really, really strange. We were driving the other night, and it was really kind of warm out. And my husband drove past the spot, and it was like really watery, like whatever. And he's like, "Can you hear the frogs?" And I'm like, "No, we're driving. Like I can't hear that." And then we got out of the car, and I was like, then you could really hear them. It was like, and we got those giant bullfrogs here, so they honk all night long.
Yeah. Calling the females.
Yep. Where's my girlfriends? Where's my girls? Come on.
Those things are so annoying when you're fishing, because if you walk up on them or something, they jump into the water and they go, "Yep,"
and they splash. Yeah, all the fish go, "Uh-oh, there's somebody out there." I like these guys because I've got cameras and all, and as soon as they stop croaking, a car is going to come down the road. It's like, a little early warning system right there. Someone's moving around out there. As soon as they stop,
kind of like crickets.
Crickets.
Like that.
They say you can tell the temperature, but I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know how many creaks they make, or if they. I guess if they slow down, it's cold out, and if they, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the. Like I said before, I'm waiting for the petunias to come out on the shelves. I buy starts, man. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, probably eight or 9 pots sitting there waiting for petunias.
Yeah.
I think I'll commingle them with nasturtiums and whatever else I can find. And wife wants the front sidewalk in front of the house all lined up with flowers. Okay, you want it?
Aww.
You got it. Yeah.
Worcestershire. I love brassicas. Okay, I love cauliflower. I love broccoli. I suck at growing them. I have tried. The bugs get them every time, and I'm an organic gardener. Typically, I don't spray that stuff. So they say in the fall you get less bug pressure, but I'd have to plant in like the end of July to get it going, and then it's too hot. So it's like, "Oh, miss you too, Stephanie. Thank you for coming in, girl." But yeah, so I've given up on that. If I really want broccoli and cauliflower, I'll go to the grocery store. I really love broccoli though. It's like one of my favorite vegetables. But it's too hard to grow. For me anyway. And then you got people like Cajun Hydroponics who can grow tons of them and sell them at the market, which gets me so jealous because I wish I could grow a ton of them because I would be freezing that stuff. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm just so excited, man. The most gardening I did today it's been raining for day after day after day here, and as soon as you step off the back patio into the grass, it's mud. So I bought a 7-pound bag of shade and sun grass seeds. Just went through it. It might be a little too early for it, but I got to try something, man. I'm tired of walking through mud.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time of the year, Bob. If it's like +5, +10 out, you're good.
Okay, good. Yeah. I'm going to also use some more of that grass seed, like out in the front yard where there's dead patches.
Yeah.
I'll go in there and pull that thatch out of there, get it down to some dirt, and then just drop it in there. Just water it and go.
Celsius, Bob. If it's +5 or +10 Celsius, you're good.
Yeah, because we're 52 Fahrenheit here, so we're good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just make sure
Southern
you
style, good luck. Good
water
luck growing
every day
Mhm.
and help it grow. Like a sprinkler, not long, but just enough to get the top quarter inch of the lawn nice and
Mhm.
wet.
Mhm.
It takes about 2 years to mature, but you'll start seeing something within a little while.
Okay, good.
Like
Good.
month or like little hairs, right? But
Mhm.
it likes the cooler weather.
Good deal.
This is a time, and the fall is the perfect time too.
I'll go out there in the back tomorrow and do a little bit more, but just throw it out there, in all the bare spots.
Yeah.
Those bare spots. I made a mistake with doing the cardboard and all that. Is that I turned the cardboard moving boxes into mush and poured them in the bare spots. And the worms came up and ate as much of that cardboard as they could, but I had to get the cardboard off of there because it stopped the grass from growing. So I learned just use dry, chipped up paper, not shredded paper. Shredded paper turns into a ball, and it just chipped up paper in my big blender. But I learned I won't turn the paper products into a slurry anymore. Just keep it dry. Then it goes right down into the grass, and the grass, when I've been doing that all winter, the grass out there that didn't get covered with wet slurry is solid. It's good stuff.
Okay, was it a lot of damage to your roof? I'm sorry, but did you have the tornadoes really bad there? We just had really, really bad wind. And good luck, like I said, good luck with that broccoli because I can't grow it.
You got trees with leaves there, Bob?
I do. Yeah.
Mulch in the fall time, mulch up the leaves right into have your lawnmower set a little bit higher, like say at maybe 2.5, 3 inches all summer long, and then start mulching up the leaves into the lawn in the fall, and then the last second to last cut it at 1/2 inch shorter, and then with all the leaves, just keep mulching up the leaves every time you go to cut the lawn. That'll help. Because that's what I do up here in Canada, because I got lots of leaves, and it kind of acts as the paper.
Yeah. What I did was I blended. I raked up all the leaves and blended them with coffee grounds and including the filters and paper. And I put it into, I have a big shaking bowl for making parts. And I put it in there until that stuff tumbled around and joined together into balls. Then I took the balls and dried them right out here on the garage floor. When they were dry, I dropped them into a blender and turned it into dust. And then I just took that, and it's a lot of work, but and I threw that out there, and the rain beats it down into the grass, and then on top of it is more chipped up paper. And yeah, all that grass that I've been fertilizing all winter for free, cost me nothing, is just going like gangbusters.
Yeah, some Epsom salt would help. Just sprinkling a little Epsom salts over your lawn and everything.
Yeah, I use that. My peppers one year were looking like crap. And I usually don't grow peppers that much. My husband's like a pepper aficionado. So I just grow I just love those bell peppers. And I love this. I can't pronounce it. It's a Spanish pepper, DSPN something. And I love it. And it's usually like this long, and it's sweet. It's wonderful. It's like one of the best peppers ever. And I just could not get them to grow. And somebody told me to use Epsom salt. So I used a teaspoon of Epsom salt, sprinkled it around those peppers, and they weren't even looking dull. They weren't looking great like a pepper should. Like the leaves and stuff, they were just dull. I put that Epsom salts on them, and like a week or so later, after I watered them or whatever, they started like shooting way up, and they started actually looking green. They looked
Right
so
on.
good. I
Right
was so
on.
happy with that because I tell you that Epsom salts works on a lot of things. It does.
I don't know what else is in Epsom salts, but it's the magnesium that, at least for the tomatoes, that the tomatoes need. So I'm sure that with the Epsom salt, it helps because it's a salt base. It helps whatever it goes into. It kind of like makes everything thirsty, and
Yeah.
it'll drink like no tomorrow.
Now, do you put it directly on the soil, or how do you apply it?
I make my own eggshells powder, my own bone meal from chicken bones. I put coffee grinds in there. I do the same thing with banana peels,
Right on.
and I'll sprinkle that into the gardens. But I'll put some Epsom salts into that as well too.
Okay. Kind of like what
Right.
I did with leaves and coffee grounds. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can put it on the lawn, just sprinkle like if you got a grass seeding thing, you can put it into that and just sprinkle it around on your lawn or by hand in your garden.
Oh.
So I'm sure gardens you're gonna rototill or mess around with the dirt a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And it'll mix it.
Well, Howie from Food Forest Permaculture always talks about biochar. And that stuff is really great for your beds too. So any ashes or anything that we get from the fireplace, we put directly on our garden. It
Yeah.
keeps the bugs and stuff down. So we've been doing a lot of that as well in our beds. Really, really happy with our one bed. My husband, we got really horrible soil one year, and we didn't know what to do. I even did a soil test, and it just had nothing in it. Nothing. No nitrogen, nothing. And I wondered why my stuff wasn't growing very good. And I was like, it has to be this crappy soil. So I was so mad. So the one bed was horrible. It was filled with the worst soil. So we didn't even plant anything in it. So my husband just put a bunch of grass shavings in it, leaves, all that stuff, and just had it piled. And then he used compost accelerator and sprinkled that over the top to accelerate the decomposing process or whatever. And it worked. And so last year, we did nothing but nitrogen because it was so filled with nitrogen. It was ridiculous. So we did a lot of nitrogen poolers. So we planted some sunflowers and corn in there last year to kind of get the bed like in shape. And then this year, oh my gosh, that bed is gorgeous. Like the dirt in it is just beautiful. You can tell by looking at it is so freaking healthy. So
Nice.
we really turned that soil around.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The soil must be looking nice and black.
Yeah. I was just surprised by it because it was just looking really, really good. But we have the corn and stuff to thank for that because it really pulled a lot of that stuff out of there. And so did the sunflowers. His peppers, he put a couple peppers in there, but they really, really suffered. They didn't do that well. Yeah, he's really, Dustin's really into the spicy peppers. There's a PayPal, a GoFundMe set up. Oh, okay, for that woman. Okay. Oh, Pinball Preparedness, huh? I haven't seen him in a long time. He's been on my panel before. Long time ago.
My experimenting with 2/3 potting soil and 1/3 chipped paper is working great, man. All the flowers that I've got potted up and that stuff are just going like gangbusters, man.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of folks say, "Oh, the ink and it'll poison and what." It hasn't harmed the flowers at all. They're going like crazy, man.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about putting. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about it being on my vegetables. Like as a flower, you're not eating the flower.
No, we don't. No,
So here I have a ton of lunchbox peppers. I can't wait to. Last year, we let the Muscovies in the garden, and I still had lunchbox peppers, and they ate all the leaves off of them. But this year, they're not in the garden, and I can't wait to plant those lunchbox peppers because I love those little things. I just just eat them raw. They're so wonderful. One of my favorite peppers.
Be right back. I'm a coffee up.
Okay. So thank you guys for coming in, hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate the garden talk. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah. So we'll just wait and hear till Bob comes back. I have a 4x4 bed with nothing in it, saving for pumpkins. The chickens using it for a dirt bath, sunbathing. My Shih Tzu got a bath last night, and she rolled in the dirt like the chickens. Oh, that's horrible! I hate when they do that. There's a reason why we call Ellie Mae Smelly Ellie. Just letting y'all know.
Tank used to do that. I'd give him a bath. He'd go and shake, and then he'd just go roll all over the lawn.
Yeah. I have so many banana peppers. It was a long time ago, Stephanie, when I first started out. Pinball came on Gray Man Prepping, not Gil, and Prepping 101. They all were helping me get my channel in order.
Yeah, and the worst thing about Tank is he was pure white.
Hey, Garrett.
Grass stains, brown stains, everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Ellie she's a standard poodle, but she is pretty wild. So she'll go out there. What she really likes to do, now she wouldn't harm any of the animals out there, but what she really likes to do is she likes to sniff their butts. So she'll go out there and she'll get like with the chickens and she'll want to sniff their butts, and they run away from her. They don't really particularly care for her. But she loves everybody. They don't love her though. But yeah, we call her Smelly Ellie. Thanks for coming in, Garrett. Thanks for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it.
All right, I got some Snap D, cheesy, thin, crispy. Mrs. picked that up at the market today. Give these a sample.
Snapped.
Yeah, Fred really likes those.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice and crisp, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, Cheez-Its.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what they are. They're just in a different shape with Cheez-Its. Totally unhealthy, cause cancer, heart attack, whatever, but I don't care. Go ahead. You're going to die anyway.
Yeah, I use your early morning news, huh, Stephanie? That's cool. Yeah, those guys haven't came back to, I know of them. They haven't came back to my channel, but they did help me get to 1,000 subscribers. So I appreciate them, and always have massive respect for people who have helped me out in the past. So going to get some sleep. Oh, okay, Yuga. You got some Easter bunnies to take care of. I see it. Thanks for coming in. We love you. I appreciate you. Let's see. But yeah, my gardens are doing good. I'm just really impressed. My irises out there have expanded quite a bit, and and stuff like that, which gets me excited because I planted some irises on the one side of my house and they're not doing so hot. I have one group left. And I don't know if it's because I don't use mulch. I used rocks instead of mulch around my house. So I'm wondering if the irises couldn't breathe or something, or if there was just something wrong. I don't know, but they didn't survive. I have one group left. So it makes me upset because I really love those. They're black. They're black irises. They were so beautiful. They're blackish purple, I guess you would say. Lime potato chips. I've never had them. I imagine they would be good, especially with a salsa. Yeah, that's what I'm
Sounds
talking
tasty.
about.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah, I love salsa. But you know what? It's so different when you get salsa in the store versus you get in a Mexican restaurant. The stuff from the store sucks. I want Mexican restaurant salsa because it's so good.
You got to make your own.
I never get it to taste like that at home.
You got to make it your own.
Yeah, I've made salsa before, and I have it canned on my shelf downstairs, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Well, it depends what you do. What do you do with when you make your salsa?
I use a ton of cilantro because I love cilantro. I put in onions, I put in peppers, garlic, salt, and fresh tomatoes. And then I usually cook it down.
But you cook it before or after?
After. I add all that stuff in after.
Because I mean, like when I make my salsa, I'll get the chilies and I'll put them on the, like where you put your tortillas, the comal.
Yeah.
And burn the chiles on there and also the tomatoes. And then once they're all nicely burnt, then you put them in the salsa.
Thank God I'm making tacos tomorrow because I'm telling you what, you're making me hungry.
I love the United States. We got people from all over the world here. We can share.
Oh, yes, I know.
I make it with Romo tomatoes and serranos.
Yeah, the best part about America is that, and the culture of food here. Like you could literally get any kind of food you want.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
Yeah.
From Chinese to Mexican to Ethiopian. We have Ethiopian restaurants. Like you can do anything you want. It's wonderful.
Yeah, when I used to live up Santa Clara County, in San Jose area, they had everything over there. They have so many different foods.
I worked with a fella. He was the first generation Laotian. He escaped after the Vietnam War and all that. Raising his kids here in the United States, he used to bring pictures of his daughters. They send them through Laotian school to teach them and his daughters would be up there doing dances and traditional clothing. It was really something. Really, he'd share those pictures with me because I knew I was married to an Asian. Well, some people are interested in that. I said, man, that's wonderful. Good for you. Yeah, he says keeps our language alive and keeps our in contact with our grandparents and all that. It's like, good for you, man.
Yeah,
keep doing that stuff. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool. Wickeshire, that'll work out really nicely. Hope it works. The mixture works out for you.
Well, see, sometimes the salsas they don't use. It depends what kind of onions too.
Oh.
I use the white onions.
Yeah, I think I've only ever used the white onions.
And
I do like red, but I think that's too.
Or
strong.
you can also use the the small onions. The green.
Oh.
The long. So I've used those sometimes and it comes out good with those too.
What is that one chili that only comes from one place? What is it called? It's it comes from one place and one place only makes it. It starts with a P.
Well, there's pasilla.
want to say Packer. I don't know, but it tastes really good. I love that pepper, and I can't think of the name of it right now.
They're probably the pasillas.
Maybe.
They're the green. Are they the real long ones? Like
It's not a P. It's an H. It's Hatch.
Oh, that's the. You mean habaneros?
I don't think so. It's called
Because
Hatch.
habaneros are with an H.
Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure it's called Hatch, though. Hatch chili. Oh, my Google's not working.
Oh, ancho. Well, it's ancho.
No, it's in New Mexico. It's called Hatch chili, and this is what it looks like. Oh, shoot. It took me. I don't
Where
want
is it?
that.
It says New Mexico.
They're whole
red
green
chili?
chilies, and they're called Hatch. Oh, see it?
Oh, but that's just a brand.
Oh, I thought they only.
Yeah,
had
no,
that.
that's just a brand. That's just a brand.
Oh, okay.
You gotta look at what the ingredients are on the
Oh my
can.
gosh, those peppers, they have such a wonderful flavor. It's
They might be
so-
serranos.
Oh, you know what? They could be.
That's what they are. They're serranos. That's what I make. That's what I make for my salsa.
It just has like such a good, and it is heat. It has a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
of heat, but it's not
Serranos.
bad.
It depends. See, that's the thing. You know, the funny thing is, if you get the chiles, you know, the same. You can get a serrano from a store, and it won't even. It'll be like candy. It doesn't even. You know, I've had that because I made a salsa and it's like I use the same amount of 3 chilies, 2 tomatoes. You know, just make little batches of salsa, and it's like it tastes like nothing. It's like, wait a minute, and then you get times when you're like, oh my god, you know, it's like, whoa, okay, now this is salsa.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it depends on the chili, but everybody toasts their chiles on a burner, you know, or you can do them on on the fire, you know, just like when you make chile rellenos. You know, you got to burn that skin off of it, the outer skin.
Okay.
You know, and it gives it a little bit of flavoring. You know, that toasting of the. I mean, even my wife, when she would make her salsas, even the dried chilies, she would still toast them in a pan.
Oh, okay.
With like a little bit of oil, just a little bit. You know, you can use any you know, like olive oil or whatever, just to, and then that adds a little bit more flavor to it.
Oh, yummy.
Yep.
That sounds
Gotta have those little tricks, you know, that people, you know, because you know some people boil them, like habaneros. My wife always boiled them because you can't really. What she would do, she would boil them with tomatoes. She would make like with not tomatoes, but she would make the salsa with what's the other one? The green, not the, it's the tomatillos. That's for the green salsa.
Yeah.
So
I
you
made
get
that before too.
So you get the tomatillos, you boil them in water with the chilies, you know, if you're going to use habaneros. And then after that, then you just, you know, but make sure you take the stems off when you're boiling them, and then also anything on the tomatillo. And then once they're boiled and they're nice and soft, put in the blender, you know, with the juice of everything, and just, you know, add your salt, your garlic powder.
Is it Verdi or is it Verdi?
Verde.
Oh, I see. The B is
verde.
a B.
Chile verde.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm totally
green chili. It's chile verde.
I'm sure I had tons of Mexican people laughing at me behind my back.
Yeah, and then chile rojo. You know, the chile rojo, the red chili. That's going to be tomatoes.
I don't even know how to pronounce that. That's what they're saying.
But you know, I make my salsa with 3 chilies and 2 tomatoes, and at the end it comes out green. It looks green because of the chilies.
Oh man, that sounds good.
If it's really red, and then, you know, I basically just put some cilantro in it. Get some cilantro, some onions, and just use salt and garlic. You know, and if you want to use real garlic, it's even better. Toast your garlic also. You know, and
You're making me so hungry. That's so horrible. It's so
Hey,
good.
I make salsa maybe like either once a week or every 2 weeks, depending how long it lasts. But it doesn't last very long. And then every morning with breakfast, the spoonful of
Oh,
salsa
on your
on the
eggs?
eggs. Oh yes.
Oh, dude, stop it! You're killing.
Yeah.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
There is this
Mm.
Mexican, well, it's not really a Mexican restaurant. It's a restaurant that has Mexican breakfast, and it
Yeah.
is the bomb. They make this, it's called muchacha.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like,
shredded beef with egg.
oh, it is so good. And then they give you tortillas, and then you stuff the tortilla, and then it's like a breakfast burrito, but it's
Yeah.
like everything comes on your plate, and then you fill your own. Oh my gosh, it's
Basically,
so
just buy some boneless brisket, boil it with salt, garlic powder, and onions. And then once it's soft, then you shred it. You can make your tacos, tostadas with it, burritos. You can make your machaca with egg. And then I used to make a bunch of it and then freeze it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And then whenever I wanted some meat, just take a bag out.
Yeah,
Are you okay, Bob?
No.
You okay, Lewis?
Oh, the frog stopped croaking, and I turned my head, and there's a car passing by. Like, oh, right on, little guys. Yeah, I'm fine. But,
Yeah.
well, and Mexican food
Muchacha is very
Robin.
good, and every time I go to that restaurant,
Oh yeah,
I get that.
You
It
can
is
make, and then if you want to make some of that meat, and then add a couple of potatoes in it, some onions, and then a little bit of salsa in it. Make a burrito.
Yeah.
Hey, machaca, that shredded beef is good for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can make your tacos if you want deep fried tacos. Make some lumpia.
Oh, lumpia. No, that's
Basically all it is they copied us Mexicans, the flautas, and just made them shorter.
Yeah, you're kind of onto something, because the Filipinos are Asian Latinos.
Yes, I know. I mean, come on, their names Lopez,
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true. That's true.
We deep fry everything. It's like what was it? The movie with Martin, and he's all like Big Mama, and he's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna cook some fried chicken." Yeah, add the lard. Then you gotta add a big stick of butter. Then you deep fry it. Then you deep fry that chicken in there. Deep fry everything.
Oh, well, Garrett, that sounds like a typical day here. Like, that's something my husband would eat. A bologna sandwich, some chips, and a big bowl of cottage cheese with lots of pepper.
I think the very best meats I've ever eaten.
Just as long as you have a thick piece of bologna but then you still have to fry it.
The very meat I've ever eaten is, my best friend is a black man, and the spices that he combines and the way he cooks it, to die for. And Michael, what do you put in your? My wife asked him, what do you put in your? And I'm not telling you, Vanjie. I'm not telling you.
It's a secret. Yeah.
I'm not sharing it, because at his church, he prepared all the meats for the whole church, and he was selling about big trays of chicken. And I liked his chicken the best.
Yeah.
So he Bobby, what do you want? You want what is this? You want spicy, or you want Flavor Flav?
Yeah.
Give me the Flavor Flav. It was like $40 for a great big pan of his chicken. Oh,
yeah, marinated.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing about this country. All a big mixture,
Yeah, and you eat it, and then you go, man, that was delicious. What was that? Oh, cow intestines.
Could be.
Hey. My grandma used to make them in the oven, in a pan, and they would come out like so tender, because I mean, if you don't cook them right, they're like It's like eating tongue, like cow tongue.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cow tongue is like, oh my god! If you do it in a one of those what do they call them, the pressure cookers.
Mm.
You put it in a pressure cooker. My mom used to always cook it in there, and then once it's cooked, you take off the skin off the tongue, and the meat is like, oh, it just falls apart. You make tacos with it, everything.
The chitlins, I can't. I've even had overseas the chitlins. They make chitlins too.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of
I
the
don't like the way they smell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you got to wash them. See, that's the thing. People don't wash stuff correctly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the thing. You know, you got to wash stuff.
Yeah. All right, guys. I've been on for 2 hours. It's 1 a.m. here. So I'm going to go ahead and close the chat down. I want to thank you guys all for being here. I had a really big turnout.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
So thank you.
Right on.
Especially for it being Easter. I was not expecting to get this many people in here. So thank you so much. But Moon reminded me that most people don't have kids and you're older. So I get it. But
yeah. It's just, Bob says it's just another day.
Just another day. Saturday is followed by Sunday.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for talking garden talk with me, and we will see you on Wednesday night at 7. And y'all have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Peace.